right. Feeney Talks with Friends, episode 65. This is a special one. We got a special guest. What's up, John?
Good to be here. It is kind of special. It's kind of, I've been hearing about these. I know a lot what you do in the community, and to be asked to be here, it's awesome. Thank you.
So we'll get into it. Episode 65. This is Feeney Talks with Friends. I use this podcast to talk to wonderful people in the community that are doing great things. And John does wonderful things. We'll get into that. I want to thank my sponsors, Gastro Park, West Hartford Lock, The Fix IV, Donut Crazy, Golf Law Group.
Oh, no, you can't miss. See, this is your intro.
Keating
Come on.
Agency. And soon to be, we'll talk. Maybe.
Yeah, we got a new one?
Maybe RBC.
RBC Wealth Management?
Can we talk?
Yeah, we can talk that.
Can we
I'd love
talk?
to help you.
Very exciting. Again, my name is Eric Feeney, founder and president of Friends of Feeney. Our mission is to help children and families that have heartbreak or tragedy. And again, I use this podcast talking with wonderful people in the community. And this definitely could not be possible without Direct Line Media. So give it up for Dave and Kyle.
Kyle,
what's up,
give
Kyle?
it up.
And Gastro Park. We're here at 237 New Park. Let's get a chairs going.
Yeah, let's do it. Gastro.
I wish this was episode 67.
That'd be kind of neat, right?
Right? Episode 67. This is a huge day. How's it feel?
It's good, 56 today. So, 1967, but we hit 65, right? So we won't age myself, but 56, it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to think, I haven't aged. Maybe a lot of people say I haven't grown up. Might be a better way to look at it. My dad's 82. I was just in Las Vegas with him, and I'm playing tennis with him. And then, if I can be 82 and still be able to play tennis and travel and do the things I want to do, I'll take it today.
Yeah, well, it's a celebration. Happy birthday.
Let's go.
Happy
Cheers,
birthday.
Oh, look at this. Hey. It's like Mr. Rogers.
Yes. We got something else for you.
Yeah? All the surprises keep coming, right?
Wait, you're 57 or 67?
No, I'm 56. I was born in
56.
67.
Oh, you were
No
born.
way. Y'all brought cake,
Dude,
too?
Yes.
This is the first birthday cake I haven't had cake yet. It says Decker basketball on it.
Yes. I want to, my bad. I want to show this off.
Oh, that's
This is
pretty
from our
sweet.
friends at Elmwood Bakery. We got a good shot of that, Kyle.
Good place, too.
Elmwood Bakery, 1136 New Britain Avenue, 860-233-2029. Rich and Caroline are the owners. They've been 70 years.
In the family? Yeah, that's fantastic.
It's an amazing place. Look at that. Put the
So you and I
basketball.
both kind of live in the Elmwood area,
Yes.
right? And there's so many great places down there from Elmwood Bakery. You've got Goldberg's across the street. You've got Beachland. I mean, there's so many great places down there. And it's just nice to see that place kind of really start to thrive. What's the new place? There was that teaching school, and it went out of business, and there's going to be a new restaurant going in there, I saw?
Oh, Zatoons.
Yeah.
Zatoons is a Mediterranean place, BYOB. It's over on Park Road. It's been under development for quite some time, so we're excited to see, the possibilities
Another
when it
restaurant
comes
going
up.
in there?
But yeah, the Beachland's a great place. Chicken Sink Wings are fantastic.
there?
Beachland has supported our Makerspace event. They donated chicken fingers and fries because we had a
Nice.
kid-friendly event. And
Chip does a lot of great stuff.
Chip is amazing. Harvest is a great spot.
Yep.
Rita's Italian Ice is a great spot.
Not that you drink, right? You don't.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah,
Cheers to that.
cheers,
Cheers to
right.
that. Harvest. Ian,
Could
go
be
see
role
Ian.
models.
Tell Ian Feeney sent you. They let my dog in, so I walk my dog.
Yeah.
And I go into Harvest. We go in the beer cellar with Barkley, and Barkley's more well known than I am.
Celebrity.
Then we'll go around the corner, and we got Rita's. You brought up Elmwood. This is great. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah,
Rita's
that's right.
Italian Ice. We did a celebrity server event, and then Beachland. Can't thank them
If you
enough.
have a kid in the West Hartford public school system, you've been to Rita's at some point, right?
Oh, yes.
Because they do they have that celebrity server and the teacher server and all that stuff.
And then
they
you
do
get
a
the
great job.
free ice creams. We pass them out to our baseball teams or students for homework prizes or just a free Italian ice. You can't beat it.
Trying
Great
to get me
spot.
double fisted here. I'm gonna
Yes,
alternate.
let's go. And then you got they're getting a new Soul Bowls. So it used to be HB Seafood, then it used to be Nudies, and then it was Organic Pasta Company, and now it's going to be a soul food place.
Nice.
So I got an intel. You heard it here first. We're getting soul food in Elmwood Bakery. I can't wait. I met the owner. He's a young entrepreneur. Seems really cool. I'm really excited. And then I've never been to the crab place because
Maybe
I
we got
have
to go
an
live
allergy.
there when they open up.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's a
Do a
good
little
idea.
intro there. Try
And
that
then-
food.
And then Pepe's supported Friends of Feeney at the Elmwood Makerspace event.
And you got people all the way down like Lions Auto Service, right?
Lions, yeah. Elmwood is my bubble.
Yeah.
Elmwood is my universe. That's my dog walking area. That's where I
teach at
live.
Wolcott.
That's where I work. It's an amazing place. Sometimes the forgotten spot in West Hartford, but
That's why you meet real people there, right?
Yes.
It's not uppity, it's not pretentious. You just pop in, have a drink, get something to eat, get a bagel, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Rich Jokes, the owner of Beachland, he's like, "Oh, thanks for keeping Elmwood on the map." And I'm like, "Nah, I don't know, buddy. That's your job. You're doing that."
Right.
But you want to get into this? You want to try it? We're gonna score it.
You want to do it?
Eat?
All right, let's break it up so we don't make a mess. Take the box apart.
Oh, nice and neat with the box. That was
Put
smooth.
forks in there for us. They want us to dig into this thing,
Forks.
don't they?
We got knives. Here, you.
I like the basketball. How come they have like a picture of me blocking you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Again, over and over again. Let's check that out. The ball, they made that in there. They didn't charge me extra either. I said, "Can you put a basketball on there?" I was gonna put MVP.
2019.
2000. We're
Yeah,
finally
it-
teammates. Too,
I
By
know.
the way.
So, I don't know how many people in your cast crew or viewing public know this, but we've played probably against each other for about 20 years out there.
Yeah. I've been in the league for 14 years.
All right, so 14 years then. Okay.
How long you been in the league?
I moved to Connecticut in 1996, and I've been playing out there ever since.
Oh, wow.
So, almost, 26 years, I guess, 27 years. So when you came out there,
That's
I always
great.
loved it. Like we were always on opposite teams. And you said we're finally playing together. And every time I come out, I got Feeney like,
Yep. Well,
I had to
Our-
advantage helped a little bit.
RBC is the sponsor and
Yeah.
the league sponsor, and you guys been doing that for how long now?
Oh, I bet we've been doing it 5, 6, 7 years maybe.
I got
Quite a while now.
2016. I
Yeah,
got 2016.
That makes sense. That's 7 years. So we've been doing it. It's amazing how quickly time goes by.
Right?
It's just like my dad. I remember I was 18 years old, going off to college. I grew up with my mom. Mom raised me as a single mom. Come to visit my dad before I go to school, and he's trying to give me really that first father-son talk. Hey, I'm proud of you. These are the best 4 years of your life. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I can't wait. He goes, no, you're gonna have a great time. I'm like, I know. And he's like trying to keep talking to me, and he finally grabs my shoulder. He's like, will you listen to me? I'm like, what? And he goes, you don't understand. He goes, these 4 years are gonna be the best 4 years of life. I'm like, I know. He goes, they're gonna be over before you know it. I'm like, okay. He goes, the older you get, the faster time goes by.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And I can see his disbelief in his eyes, he's not even paying attention to me, right? I'm an 18-year-old kid going to try to play football at Oklahoma. And I get on the train, by the time I probably hit Meriden, I'm like, what is this? The older you get, the faster time goes by. Dude, that was 37 years ago. 38 today, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm 56, but it's crazy. I mean, your girls, how old are they now? They're in Concord
14.
now, right? 14?
Yeah, Conard.
Damn.
One's playing basketball.
Yeah.
So we got a game
Game
today.
tonight, right?
Yep.
Who they playing?
Manchester makeup
Okay.
game.
All right.
They played Farmington yesterday. They play Hall next
back
week.
to back.
And this is the last week. There's a game, Simsbury, and then Hall next week is their finale.
And is there playoffs? They can make it?
If they make the playoffs, I think you got to win to make the playoffs.
Right. Winning, you're in?
We've yet to
Win
win a
out?
game,
Okay.
I think.
Oh, yet to win a game.
Yeah, but they have a great
Ooh.
time. They're making progress. They're getting better. Coach Eddie Litos has been there forever. He's an awesome human being, a wonderful coach. Thank you, Coach Eddie.
You help coach?
I would. No,
Yeah.
I have not. I coached them. They're pretty much their whole life. I started off kindergarten, soccer, softball. Then, soccer at grade 3 got too hard for me because then you got to know positions and where to go, and I don't know soccer. But I was the best motivator. Run, we're going to get the ball. We're going to run hard. We're going to play hard. We're going to be good teammates. But then softball and basketball. My wife was the head coach. I was the assistant coach.
Okay.
And then
Now, is she athletic? She played in
my wife?
collegiately?
Yep.
Yeah.
She played. We met at Southern.
Yep.
She scored 1,000 points at East Granby High School.
Wow.
And
Name, banner on the wall?
name on the wall.
cool.
I take pictures of it
Doesn't
every
say
time
Feeney,
we're
though,
there.
does it?
Nope. I said we should put your married name up there.
Right.
Who's Nicole Dowling?
Right. No one knows that. That's cool.
So hopefully that my girls have my wife's talent and my height,
Right.
and not my talent and her height.
Right.
Because that's
How
terrible.
tall is she?
She's about 5'11", 5'10".
Yeah, so you want them to have her height.
Yeah. But it's all about learning and experience. I hate to always go back to COVID, but there was 2 years the girls weren't hooping. So
Well, in New England or Connecticut, unfortunately.
right, it stinks.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
kids up here, they lost 2 years of their youth. And
Yeah.
They can't get them back. They
Yeah.
were just passed through.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I mean, my brother lives in Dallas, and my daughter, I think my daughter Audrey, she went out to Oklahoma. She had a freshman year. It was 2020, so she graduated here in Connecticut, West Hartford, under COVID. Went out to Oklahoma, where all her friends were going to school here in New England. They never left home.
Yeah.
She went out there. She got COVID the first week. No big deal, fortunately. And she had a normal school year. Oklahoma played football that fall, all the normal sports. So it was great for her to get out and go down there. But up here, it's unfortunate what happened to the kids.
Yeah. And so they're missing that experience, but they're getting it now. So, it's only so much you can
camp
do.
this summer? They play travel?
They're going to try. They're going to be CITs at High Meadow Day Camp and go to camp. But maybe one's going to go to a riflery camp. Neela shoots rifles competitively for Wallingford.
How'd you pick that up?
Blue Trails, North Granby. High Meadow Day Camp has a riflery, archery, zip line, clay, like everything for a kid. And then 7th grade, she was the #1 shooter.
All dangerous things.
Humble
right?
brag.
Bows and arrows, guns, knives.
Right.
Day camp, everything. The kid needs.
Taking safe risks. But no, very structured program.
Yeah, sounds
Very
great.
safe and secure, locked.
Probably some scholarship
one at a time.
opportunities there.
Right? It's a college sport. It's an Olympic sport.
Right.
Goal is hopefully Ohio State, Nebraska, TCU.
Oklahoma in there?
Does Oklahoma?
I don't know.
They
Oklahoma State, I think.
would make sense, right? That they have riflery. We'll look into.
I was in
it.
ROTC at OU. And
nice.
We had a range there I used to go to. So, but I don't remember them having a team.
Yeah, no, it's a college sport. So, and she enjoys it. She just had 2 tournaments this weekend. She went to Hershey, Pennsylvania last weekend. I was the honoree of the parade, and Neela and Nicole missed my big event because Neela had to go to Pennsylvania. I'm not mad, but my favorite daughter, Bridget, was there for me.
Right, of course.
I said that in my
But
speech, too.
that's going to change quickly, though, right?
Right.
And then 1 week later, when the other one's right.
Exactly.
I have 3 kids, so I know what it's like.
It's a funny joke. And the guy...
Cheers to them, too, by the way.
Yeah, cheers. My buddy Dan from Johnny's Jog was like, you do that, too, with the favorite kid?
It's
the joke?
motivational.
Yeah.
It's motivational.
Yeah.
Talk one up.
And then last episode was Rabbi. What makes Rabbi...
Another team player.
Yeah, what makes Rabbi a good friend? What makes Rabbi... We're talking about Steven Chatinover, wonderful guest. Go back and watch episode 64. He's an amazing person, an amazing friend, amazing teammate. Let's hear your thoughts on Rabbi.
He's, I'm not Jewish, so, I've never seen him preach or at the synagogue, but I've played basketball with him probably for about 10 years. He's like the most reliable, down-to-earth, nonchalant guy. He's a team player, and he knows his role, right? So if he knows he's not the first draft pick, right? But he's out there playing and having fun, and if the game's tied, he'll take himself out,
Yeah.
He'll like, hey, Decker or Feeney, get in, and he wants to win. I mean, he wants the team to win. It's not about him, about playing minutes. It's about how do we win.
Yep.
And, when we're up or we're down big, whatever, either way, mostly up, right?
Yep,
We'll
having a great season.
let him play all the minutes he can. But he's just such a nice person. He's the guy you want on your team. He has, the shot. His best shot is like 8 feet off the baseline on the side. Usually when you and I are screening out because no one can get out to him, right? Because they're like, okay, we'll give him that shot. And he drains it all day.
Yeah.
He's got a great shot out there.
He had a great game last week.
Yeah, we need to get him an MVP.
Double
a player of the
digits.
night,
We
right?
need him, yeah,
Player
that'd
of
be
the night.
awesome. But give me some of his quotes. You know any of his lines that he likes to yell out? Yeah,
I don't know. Sometimes I get lost in the game. I don't know. It's not give me the ball.
No, he gets
That's you?
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
And I told him last week, I'm like, do you have to always yell, get it to a ball guy, Feeney? Every time I grab a rebound and take like 3 dribbles, get it to a ball guy. But great person, wonderful conversation. So go back and check it out. Episode 64. We call him Rab.
Fun.
We call him Rabbi. So
yeah, it's funny because sometimes I tell him, like, dude, shoot. I tell him, and he gets all excited when I encourage him to shoot. I'm like, no, that's your shot. Take it. I got 2 on me. They're going to let you shoot it. Hit it.
Shoot it.
Yeah, and then he hits it.
Yep. And then Jeff Taddio's a great teammate. Chad Turner's a wonderful captain.
Yeah, he's
Go
been a good
Media.
captain, yeah.
Shout out to Turner and Go Media.
He finally kicked in those threes this last game.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, he had a best.
Yeah, his best game of the year.
He hit 3 in a row.
That was our team best game of the year, too.
Remember that we had that possession, we just passed it around, all 5 touched it. Just one of those possessions that memorable.
There are a lot of NBA coaches that have been proud of that, right?
Coach Pop would be so happy with us. Coach
If
K.
you're like, Gene Hackman and Hoosiers, you're like,
Oh, yeah.
it's a play. That's it. Dude,
That's it. All right. So again, speaking of sponsors, we gonna get into this cake?
Yeah, you cut
Let's
it up.
get into this cake. You got to make a birthday wish.
Birthday wish?
Make
All
one
right.
for yourself and make one that you could say out loud on the podcast. Or maybe, I don't know, I'm messing with you.
For the one I'm going to say on the podcast is, that, I know you've got a couple of fundraisers coming up. You can golf 9/9/2023.
Yep.
How about you having a record year?
Okay, great.
Record fundraising. Maybe we get more sponsors in. Have a great year. I mean, the things you do in the community are fantastic. And
Thank
I just want to encourage you to keep doing that. So that's my wish for you.
All right.
For us. How
Happy
about that?
birthday to Decker. Thank you for
All
that
right, so
wish.
I can't cut my name. I got to leave the ball, so we're going to start up here. It's like all the way across.
Yeah, go. It's your cake, man.
How much you want?
I'll do a little. That's perfect.
All right.
Kyle, you getting into the cake? You got to
Here
score
we
it.
go. Yeah, come here.
Gotta
Where are our fans?
Oh, look at that. Ooh.
We should have our team here. We should have told our team to do this.
Right on. Oh, I know. Look at that cake. Look at that cake. Look at that. Still,
Oh, man, that's good.
that's a good cake. That's good stuff.
Yeah. All right, not me, huh? All right.
Fluffy,
Like
not too
love,
sweet, not all sugar.
Man, it's a good thing. Now I know why you don't do these on Wednesdays before game. A couple drinks, cake. Would be a mess running out there. 6 o'clock game, rushing there.
This week at 8.
Yeah. So did you start playing right when you moved to West Hartford?
Yeah.
Okay. And you were teaching where before Wolcott?
I taught in Waterbury at Kingsbury School.
So your home ground, that's where you grew up,
Same
right?
school I went to as a kid.
Wow.
It was amazing, yeah. So I went from teaching at the school that I taught at as a kid to the school that my daughters went to.
That's really cool.
Can't beat it. And as you say, time flies. I put in 9 years at Kingsbury School.
Okay.
I'm already in my 10th year at Wolcott Elementary School.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
I didn't think, I'm in my 19th year teaching.
Good for you.
19 years. Here's wish 2. And it's not getting any easier.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
You think kids are different today than 19 years ago?
I think
Have you always
curriculum
been
has
third grade?
changed, expectations have changed, more outside circumstances and challenges and new curriculum and
So let me ask you this, because I know you ask this question a lot, like 3 keys, right?
yeah.
What do you think your 3 keys are to being like a successful teacher for 19 years?
Awesome. Good question. Way to spin it on me.
Yeah,
I didn't even
turn it back, right?
I didn't even hit you with the 3 keys yet.
Not yet. I'm turning this. I'm taking Kyle. Say, our guest, Eric Feeney, thank you.
This is the Friends of Decker podcast right here. Excellent question. 1, making that rapport and that connection. That personal relationship is key. I call one kid, don't have a good day, have a great day. One kid, we have a knuckle knock, and it's like one kid we connect over sneakers, one kid we connect over basketball, one kid we connect about, I call her coach because her dad coaches football, all about these connections.
Right. Connections are so important. Anything you do.
Anything. Teaching, number 1, too. Making the curriculum fun and engaging. It's like I try to be Mr. Miyagi. Paint, sand on, sand off, and then you put it all together and you're learning. Like today we did arrays and area and just building with square-inch blocks. And, you give them explore time. Then you say, oh, you built a rectangle, what's the area? You can either count them individually or you can use an array like 6 and 7 across, 6 down, 6 times 7, 42. Make it fun and engaging. So rapport, engaging, and just loving what you do. It's not even a job. This is like a lifestyle. It's a passion. It's not, I got to go to work. It's just me.
Passion is a
That's
great
something
word,
I
yeah.
do. It's part of my life. I'll grade papers. On Sundays I plan. At night I'm grading papers. My daughters know we're teachers. She'll help. She's the desk fairy sometimes. She'll come in and check desks and write a cute little note for having a clean desk. Help sort books. Help organize. So it's a family. It's just like part of my lifestyle. So yeah, lifestyle, passion, engaging, and rapport. So, finally, it only took 65 episodes. Someone asked me 3 keys.
Someone's actually interested in what you do, right?
Yeah. Sponsored by West Hartford Lock, Eric Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Brown's in the league, great human being, and him
Brother
and
Seth, right?
Yuri. Yep.
I always like when Seth doesn't draft Eric.
Right.
I always like seeing that family discussion, between the 2 of them.
So yeah, 3 keys. All right, let's spin it back to you. 3 keys that make you a great wealth advisor or
So-
financial planner.
Yeah. in many ways, kind of similar to what you said, right? You've got to be able to connect, right? And I think that the biggest thing I can do, and really what you probably tell your kids they can't learn, is you have to listen, right? The kid can't learn if he doesn't listen. I've got to listen to my clients. When they come in, they're telling me what's going on in their lives, they're thinking about retirement, they're worried about the market, or they've got this account, or whatever it is. I've got to listen to them because they're coming to me for answers, they're coming to me for solutions, and I've got to make sure I understand what they need exactly. I've got to understand their risk and how much risk they want to take or what they have to invest. But listening by far is it's got to be the number one, because if you don't listen to your clients or the individual you're speaking with, much like anything in life, you're not gonna be successful.
Yep.
So you have to listen. Communicate, which you kind of alluded to also. You got to be able to communicate, and I can put together any kind of investment strategy. I can tell them to do things, but if they don't understand what I'm recommending, if I start getting too technical and get into like standard deviations and alphas and durations, and I'm going to lose them, right? But I've got to make it real to them. I've got to be able to communicate what they've re-communicate maybe what they've told me, and say, here's what I believe you should do, and make recommendations. And then I've got to probably plan, right? I've got to run a financial plan. I've got to make them aware of what they're doing. One of the things like today, I met with a couple, and they have everything they need, and I tell them sometimes, like, the biggest risk you take is you're taking too much risk, right? And you've got to make people realize, that don't take risks that you need. I mean, if someone has 100,000, my job's not to get to 200,000. If it's $1 million, it's not to get to 2. Or if it's 10 million, it's not to get to 20 million. It doesn't matter the amount. It's like you have what you need. Don't put that at risk, right? So I've got to create a plan for them to make sure they're successful for their retirement.
Yeah.
So listen, communicate, and plan are probably the three.
That's funny that they coincide and connect a little bit, teaching, planning, any occupation, right?
Right. I mean, you go to a doctor. The doctor's got to pay attention if you're giving symptoms, right? You go to an auto mechanic, what's wrong with your car? Like mechanics, I mean, anyone. Someone that's successful, I guarantee, is a good listener.
Yeah. Good point. Excellent answer. Thank you, West Hartford Lock. Thank you, Eric Brown. Thank you, Elmwood.
Yeah. We'll have to go back to Eric and ask him. Mystery keys, right?
Yep. Oh, I got you something.
It's just got to open the door.
This is a gift card to Elmwood Bakery.
Oh, nice. Speaking of which,
For
right?
you. Yep.
All right.
Please enjoy.
Thank you. Is this for all guests or is that a birthday present?
It's $5.
It does.
Get your
$500.
donut.
What? You're gonna get an audit on your files here.
Oh, we had another wealth management guest and a form of
Breaking up.
basketball.
RBC Wealth Management. What?
RBC. All right, I was gonna say
No. Ben?
Evan.
Oh, Evan. Okay.
Evan Gilchrist.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he said you can't talk market. Come on, give me some market. How's the market today?
I really don't know what the market did today. I really don't know if it closed up 40, down 40, down 100, up 100. I know when the big volatile days, obviously, but what I do, I don't watch the market day to day, minute by minute. I can't because it'll drive you crazy. What you have to really do is when you make recommendations is do a best efforts and have confidence in what you're recommending. And if you worry the market's down 50 points or 100 points, then you're worried about the wrong thing. A lot of what I do is based on asset allocation and investment strategies. It's not timing the market. So I probably should have looked knowing that you were going to ask me what the market did today. But am I concerned about the market? Yeah. There's definitely risk out there. And I think the best advice I can give anyone is make sure you understand your risk. I was talking to, I do a lot with retirement plans, 401k plans. And I was talking to a group of employees about the 401k plan. And the one thing you always hear in our industry is you can't guarantee things, right? You always hear what's the disclaimer? It's like past performance is not indicative of future results and no guarantees and things. But I was talking to this group of employees and telling them about the 401k plan. I said, okay, who here remembers what happened in March of 2020, which is obviously COVID, right? Mm-hmm. Market dropped 33% in basically a month. Fastest drop in history, faster than the Great Depression. It was unbelievable how quickly the market dropped. It went from like 30,000 to 19,000. And people were shell-shocked. They were frozen. They didn't know what to do. And I said, here's what I can guarantee you. And I said, I can't give a lot of guarantees, but what I can guarantee you is that all of you are 2 years older, and all of your balances from 2 years ago are much larger today than they were 2 years ago. And if you were nervous what happened in the market 2 years ago, and you've had a chance to recover, then you've got to take advantage of that. Right? I would say you have a chance to rebalance, because if you were nervous 2 years ago, don't let that happen again. There are risks in this market. And so I was talking about the importance of, that as you get closer to retirement, as you get, your balance gets larger, you got to take less risk. And so it led into a really good, insightful conversation. And all of a sudden, the questions are flooding at me. They're like, can I ask you this? Can I ask you? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I'm here to talk to you all. And it wasn't like the discussion like, what is a 401k? But why the 401k? Like, why do we need to invest ourselves? Why do we need to have money come out of our paycheck and put it away for something that seems so far away, like retirement? Why do we need this asset class? What's this? It was a really interesting conversation. And it was all because I made them think back 2 years ago and ask them how they felt. Right. And I think, again, when you make people think about how they feel, it's a much different conversation if you just tell them what to do or if you tell them what something is. If I say, what's a 401k plan? It's easy to explain. It's a way to save for your retirement on a pre-tax basis. You contribute, reduce your taxable income, you get a company match, you pay tax at distribution. Goodbye. And they're like, what the heck is that, right? They don't care. But if you tell them why they need to do it, it's a lot different conversation. Make them think about it. How did you feel then? Have you changed your allocation since then? Is your balance larger since then?
So you lay it all out for them. Let them. They kind of are in control of their own destiny. Like you kind of just lay out the plan, or will you give them advice to push them in a certain direction?
No, I give a lot of. I am a certified financial planner, and I do give advice. Like my advice is to always contribute as much as you can, definitely to the full company match. So and this is more specific to employees of a company, not individuals that I'm working with at financial planning. But for someone that's working for a company, you usually have a 401k match, right? I'm like, make sure you contribute to get the full match. If they're going to match you dollar for dollar up to 5%, you've got to put in 5%, because I can tell you that if you put $100 in and the company gives you 100, where else can you match that? If you put $100 in the bank, how much interest are you going to get in your savings? Nothing, right? But if you put in the 401k, how much are they going to give you? And they go, $100. Like, right, that's free money. You got to take advantage of that, right?
Gotcha.
I talk about the Roth 401k plan, how to invest and have that money grow tax-free indefinitely. You never have to pay taxes on that growth and all the years that can grow tax-free. So again, it's a lot more probably detailed financial planning than it is just what it is. Because again, I think anytime you just tell someone what it is, it doesn't really resonate or doesn't connect. And it kind of goes back to what we're talking about when you teach, right? You don't just tell them what it is. You try to make it interesting. You try to make them why, it's a lesson for them, not just something that you tell them what it is. Because the kids will engage.
Gotcha.
And much like, money that they're trying to live paycheck to paycheck, some of these individuals, and you're telling me to take money out of my paycheck, why do I need to do that? Why should I do that now when retirement's 20, 30, 40 years away?
I like it. I like it.
Speaking of these are pretty good, by the way, out of the tap.
Oh, man, aren't they?
Gastro Park. What is this?
These are cranberry margaritas.
Ah, nice.
Cheers to that.
Yeah. Now I know why you came here.
Mm-hmm. Kyle likes them too, right?
Yeah, I know. I hear him. That's right.
Let me get your photo for the pod. Your status or your.
That's gonna be the one that's gonna be on the cover.
Let's see. Is that cover boy?
I don't know. I'm kind of slumping.
Right, stand up straight. Stand up straight. Come on.
Yeah, you got me these little.
Speaking
of Mr. Rogers, you got me these tiny little chairs.
These are pretty tight chairs. Boom.
Maybe this one more natural look.
Yeah. Hold the cake too. Let's get one with the cake.
All right. Shall I pull this out?
Yeah.
All right. First birthday cake on the set, too?
Yeah, this is a first.
All right.
Maybe we'll use this one instead. Happy birthday.
Yeah, that works better, right?
I like that one.
It shows it. Makes it more personal. There we go.
I like it. Happy birthday again. 56.
So how long has Kyle been with the show?
Kyle's... I don't know. It's a good question.
Should we ask him his three keys to be a successful production manager?
Three keys to video.
Does he have a mic? Can he jump on?
I don't have a mic, so.
He's backing out.
Key 1 is be a good friend.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Be a good friend.
I've heard that. That's right.
Key 2 is work hard.
Work hard.
Key 3 is have fun. I mean, that's pretty easy.
Can't beat it.
Right. You know what's cool about, you were talking about passion? If you have passion for things, like you don't even know you're working hard, right? Everyone's like, man, you work so hard, you work so much. I don't even think about it. I don't think I work hard. I think I'm blessed,
Yeah.
I love what I do. Same thing with you.
That's important.
You don't see it as working hard. You don't think like your Sunday afternoon routine, preparing, checking exams is part of you're doing it.
Yep. I got a couple more questions, but first, how's that shirt? Look at our new swag. What's that remind you of?
That's Toys R Us.
Toys R Us.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I got a million friends with Eric
can-
Feeney.
Yep, we're trying to get
Tell
sued.
me you can edit that song out, please.
We're trying to get sued. So
No,
friends
they're
are
going
us,
backrupt. They're not around, so I think you'll be all right.
right? Copyright. We're good. All right. Well, guess we're not getting sued. But get your shirts. We're on freshink.com/friends of Feeney. Be a good friend. We are friends of us.
You know what I want to buy? I want to buy one of your golf shirts.
Ooh,
Those are nice. They look like a performance fit, right?
Yep.
So they're more
dry
athletic
fit,
cut.
really nice. Yeah. All right. We'll hook you up.
A lot of
I
times
wore
you buy
one.
shirts and they're like really wide and they don't fit, you know. But those look nice.
I wore that last episode with Rabbi, so check it out.
Oh, did you?
And,
Nice.
We'll hook you up. All right, so we're gonna play. What do you want to do? Do you want to do the dice game, the bird game, or the trivia game?
All right, I don't know. Trivia, obviously, I can guess what it is. I have no idea what the dice of the bird game is, so I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to go one of those two. So you throw one out.
All right, this is the bird game. So you got to pull
Bird
out
game.
your phone. You got your phone?
I do.
All right.
No, can I get up? It's
Yeah,
right
go
there.
for it. Get up. This is the bird game. The bird game. So you're
You
gonna
should be proud. I try to check out. There are times you just got to put your phone away.
smart
Too many people are always, you look down and you're just like on and they miss.
mindfulness. You know,
Yeah.
you got to be in the moment. You're
always
enjoying
text
your
on
time.
this.
You just spent. What minute are we on, Kyle?
31.
31 minutes without your phone, Deck. I'm impressed. Thanks for doing that for me.
No problem.
We were in the moment. So here's
All right,
the
what do I do?
game.
What's the bird game?
You're gonna put the phone on speaker. You're gonna call someone, and you have to make them make a bird sound.
Really?
So you got to call someone that's gonna pick up.
All
You
right.
got to call someone that's, your ride or die. They're gonna question you.
I'm going to call my brother. I can ask him one question.
Bird.
Let's see. I can even
Rabbi-
I can even tell
Rabbi-
you the bird he's going to make. He's going to be a crow.
Or you can call the crow. A lot of crows.
Yeah, because it's easy, right? God.
So Rabbi scored 50 seconds. I was 42 seconds
Is
last
it
week.
50 seconds from
From
pickup?
first ring.
From first ring?
He's got to pick up too.
What if he doesn't pick up? All right, I'm
I
calling
know.
right now.
All right.
Do I hold it up here?
Yep, right there. Come on, big bro, or little bro.
Little brother. I have one brother. One sister, one brother. The question is, will he pick up?
I know. Come on, bro. Don't let me down.
It's my birthday. You think he'd answer my call, right?
Did he call you yet?
Not yet.
Oh, man.
Send me a text.
Okay.
My sister sent me a text, and I'm like, I'm not accepting a text.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
He
on
doesn't
the-
even have a voicemail set up.
I know. Am I still on the clock?
We'll pause it. Go ahead. You got time.
Call my daughter.
Daughters. Rabbi called both children.
Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. I got an idea. I'm gonna go off the grid here. All
Way
right.
to be put on the spot.
Are we
This is
ready?
the bird game.
This one's automatic. Let's see if this works.
Hello?
Hey, dude, I need your help.
Caw-caw, caw-caw. That was well done.
That'd be 50.
1 minute.
Oh, damn! I should have called you first. See, call a friend to friend. Damn, phone a
Phone
friend.
a friend.
Messed up.
That was the bird.
That was the bird.
We
Oh.
had, what is it? We had, D-Lock did it pretty good. He had to call like 3 or 4 people. Ronald Harris. I don't know who he called, but it was like 22 seconds. It was very impressive.
If my brother had answered, we had a roommate in college. He would just kind of eccentric, just do odd things, and he would just walk up. We'd be in line at McDonald's. He goes, "I'm a crow." Caw! And I would say, "Hey Tom, what did Hefner always do when we were in McDonald's?" And he would have said that. He may not. I don't know if he made the noise, but it would have been close. It would have been my answer though.
All right, trivia time. Trivia
All
time.
right, so we are going to jump trivia. What was it? What was the dice game?
Oh, we could do dice game too. Dice game. This is more of a. See, this was an easier one. We're gonna roll the dice and you got to answer the question. There's questions on these dice.
Oh, this is like 8 ball.
This is let's talk cubes. Oh. This is another first.
What, dropping cubes?
Roll the dice. Answer a question. You get,
Roll 1 or 2.
Roll 2 and you answer your choice.
Thanks. What place would you like to visit and why? I didn't see what the other one is, but I'll go with this one. Name something that makes you feel good about yourself. Well, this one I saw first. Whether you call it a bucket list or must-see place or somewhere you got to go, I've wanted to see the Northern Lights all my life.
Oh yeah.
I absolutely love the stars. I love astronomy. I'm amazed like how big this universe and this world is, and just to see the Northern Lights, something I think would be incredible. And that's
Now, are
something
they
I
out-
wanted to do all my life.
this is maybe a silly question. Are they out every night, all night, or there's like months that they are
No,
out
I
and
think
they're
you
not
can go
out?
up there for like, well, it's like strongest during
It's
the winter
like
months.
winter, right? Yeah.
So that's the northern lights. So the southern lights, if they're, in the summer, you could go down to Antarctica and see them down
Gotcha,
there.
gotcha,
They're on the
gotcha.
poles, right? So that
Yep.
drops in the winter. But mostly from like November to February.
Yeah.
But
all right.
if you go to say Ireland and Iceland or Finland, if it's cloudy, you could have a cloudy week and may not see them, and they break through. There's literally I've heard stories where people like in a bar, hoping to see it, and like locals running like they're out, and then everyone just drops their drink, they run out and they see them, and you have like this window for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, and they see them, and sometimes they're out all night long. You just never know. But that also makes it kind of special when you see it. You think 'cause it's not something you just like drive to the Grand Canyon and see the canyon whenever you want.
Yeah.
You gotta hope for timing a
Timing.
little bit and everything. Yeah.
Luck of the draw, timing.
Yeah. So do you play the dice game with me? Do you roll?
Let's do it. I'll do
All
it.
right.
Again, at first. I got 2 questions here. Someone is being made fun of. What do you do? When you are feeling frustrated, what are 2 things that can keep you trying? Oh,
Let's go
boy.
with the first one. I like the first one because we can go a couple ways with this, right?
Someone is being made fun of. What should you do? Yeah.
I bet you see this at school as a teacher on a
Oh
more
yeah.
serious note, right?
It's called being an upstander, like standing up for someone. Intervene and doing what's right and redirecting the behavior or drawing the attention away from per se the I want to say victim, but someone's getting made fun of. You could either say, "Hey, stop! That's not nice," or you could just take the attention and take the attention away. So be an upstander.
So you know what my
be a
answer
good
is?
friend.
Be a good friend. That's right. Now, if someone's like picking on my brother, I'm jumping in and picking on him. I'm like
Yeah.
calling him out, making fun of him
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah.
Just depends who it is in the situation, I guess.
Exactly.
Right?
It's always like
No, that's good. I mean, you see more and more cases of bullying. People getting knocked down. You got to help them out
yep.
and give them that support they need sometimes.
No, these are good. I'm gonna
All
try
right,
these
we
again.
Keep rolling.
You want to do one more roll? Do
All
one
right.
more roll.
What I got here. So this is like destiny calling me because I've always wanted to see the Northern Lights. So one thing, I get the exact same thing. So I feel sad when I got to go when it's sad. And that's actually a tough question for me. In many ways, like I said, I'm blessed. I've got a good life. I love my job. My kids are doing well. I mean, everything's going well. Right before I came here, I had to go to a wake, which was just, I almost broke down. Tragic situation, just a great lady, married 46 years. She just retired, her husband just retired, and they got their whole life in front of them. He got sick quickly, and wasn't COVID, just something else, and just deteriorated and unfortunately passed. And the 2 daughters are there, and going back to what I do as a financial planner, I can plan for anything in life except for health. And you just hear these stories, and look how you started, right? You're here because of heartbreak and tragedies and families, and you made a difference in someone's life there, right? But you saw that, and it tears you up when you see it. And so all you can do is try to be supportive, try to make a difference, and do that. But there are things in life that are just going to make you sad, and it's how you respond to those moments.
Yeah. Tragic. My world, my teaching is full of joy. Unfortunately, there's some heartbreak and tragedy,
Right.
and you got to step up. And I felt I had to do something. Being a new dad, being from a divorced family, and not being able to see my dad once in a while, and I could only imagine never seeing him again. So I had to do something. So yeah, I know that's sadness. Losing someone is heartbreaking.
Right.
I hate it. I wish, that we didn't have to, but that's part of life.
Right.
Rabbi spoke on that. He teaches a whole class on bereavement and dealing with death, and it was a great conversation. And just, you're never prepared for it. Like you said, financial planning, you're never prepared for it.
Yeah.
And it just...
You can have everything set up in life, and then something like that happens. I 2 experiences in my life that, going on a little bit tangent here, but so I had 2 things. One, I don't know if you ever knew this, I was stabbed, almost died. I was mugged in Baltimore, had a knife, went to my left side, went all the way, lacerated my diaphragm, punctured my lung, missed my heart by half an inch, broke my nose, bruised my ribs, left me for dead. Really lucky to have survived. And I'll never forget when I saw my dad for the first time. I took to the hospital. I had a chest tube, so I was in the hospital for about 12 days. I saw my dad, and I went to go give him this hug, and he froze. And I'm like, well, what's wrong? He goes, you don't understand. He goes, no parent's ever supposed to bury their child. I'm like, what? He goes, I thought I lost you, because back this is in 91. You know, the doctors called my dad at 2 a.m. in the morning. He's like, hey, your son suffered major abdominal. We don't know if he's going to make it. We don't have time to talk. We got to go. And he had to wait 4 hours.
Jeez.
And so that's always resonated. You know, what is it like to have a parent lose their child? And then I had my groomsman. He lost his son to leukemia and saw what that was like. And but again, through what you think is like one of the most tragic situations, you see the way people respond or react, and you talk about dealing with adversity. You know, I saw him the day his son passed because I knew it was bad. I flew down to Dallas. He was in Cook's Children's Hospital in Fort Worth. And he called me up and later that night after his son had passed. And he goes, John, I just need to tell you something. I'm like, what's that? He goes, William passed. I'm like, wow. I said, how are you, man? And he goes, I'm okay. I said, Eric, it's me. I mean, he's a groomsman. It's kind of like a year of friends for years, right? I said, you can tell me, are you all right? He goes, you know, John, I can probably, the only person in this world I can tell, and I'm not, I've told this story since then, but he goes, you're the only one I can ever tell. I go, what's that? He goes, I'm actually better than you can probably imagine. I'm like, why is that? And he goes, because I had 13 years with my son I never should have had. And when I didn't share earlier, it was like his son almost died of childhood leukemia when he was 2. And he had this miraculous recovery, and it came back at 15. And he goes, I got to see him be a good kid. I got to be his dad. I got to watch him play basketball. I got to know his friends. And he's like, I never thought I'd have those years. He goes, I'm really glad I had those years. I'm like, whoa. And when someone can be in that mindset and be thankful for what they had, not they lost, that changed me. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Pretty
Wow.
experience.
That is like not an expected answer, but
Not when you're drinking beers at El Gastro Park, right? But
to
you never know when you have conversations.
to admit that and to look on the bright side and be positive of this situation because he had that early childhood experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, loss is tough to deal with, and loss of a child is even harder. Loss of a close friend or a loved one is tough. I lost, it goes on. I
Right.
couldn't imagine.
But
I'm
you know
very
what?
sorry for your
But it's
friend.
always nice to be able to be there and support anyone, no matter what the circumstance, right? And that's
Yeah.
what you do. That's why I think that what you do is amazing. You know, the difference you've made in families and individuals in this community. It's to me commended. So I'm proud to support you.
Thank you. Yeah, no, we do have a good time to have a podcast and fundraisers, but it all goes to a good cause.
How much have you raised total?
$100,000.
You hit the 100,000 mark?
Yes, we just reached our mark last Tuesday.
Let's
Meet
go.
and mingle.
Let's hear it up, Kyle.
Cheers.
Come on. That's a milestone,
Cheers.
bud. Congratulations.
101 actually, and we helped the Parenti family. Margot Parenti's a West Hartford teacher. Her son was an 8-year-old child who had inoperable brain tumor. We had a Yard Goats fundraiser, and he held off all week doing activities because he wanted to get to this Yard Goats.
Right.
He passed on a couple activities, and he's like, I really want to go to this. They had 200. We sold 200 tickets, most of them Bristol community, West Hartford teaching community, all to support the Parenti family. And Nicholas toughed it out, and then he died a week after. And
But he had that moment.
yeah,
Right?
And he had his Aaron Judge T-shirt on. We talked.
Yard Goats do anything special?
They let his brother throw out the first
Really?
pitch. It was just an amazing event. They were surrounded by so many friends and family. They thank me all the time. And then now, just recently, last week, we went to a Wolfpack game, and the Parenti community, again, 20 tickets from Bristol, come to celebrate and almost to reconfigure or rejoin, to celebrate, to bond over losing Nicholas. And the parents were very thankful. They were like, that was our last family event.
Wow.
Thank you, Feeney. And we raised $5,500 for the family. And so it was just a great support, and just to see full circle. Nancy Sohn is the secretary of Friends of Feeney. Nancy Sohn was we lost Sam Sohn, the first parent of Friends of Feeney, of my student Gabby,
Right, yeah.
10 years ago. And now she's giving back. So it's she knows how to talk to parents who are going through the mourning process, and she's uses this horrible tragedy, but then also is giving back and connecting with families to talk with them about losing a loved one. And it's just very hard. again, we have fun, we do podcasts, but it all comes down to helping families. We've helped 28 families and raised over $100,000 now.
That's awesome, bud.
And we have 2 more families in the works that we're talking with. So, yeah, it's amazing, and it's all great with great people in the community. Gastro Park. We started off doing can drives here for $200, 4 hours. We rented a U-Haul. It's disgusting, beer and recyclables, and fill the U-Haul, go down to Chet at West Hartford Redemption, get the $250, and then
So you told me something last year, I believe, that I can drop all my cans and bottles off at Lions Auto Service, right?
Yes.
And I know Chip and Eileen,
Yeah.
they're so I was like, when you told me that, I'm like, I've been taking I save them up, get these huge trash bags and drop them off there for you, and I hope people hearing that do the same thing, because too many people, they don't want to go to the recycling center, right?
Yep.
And they'll just throw them out. But if they know they can put them in one bag and drop them off, and it helps you, let's
I
get
dropped
that word
off 2
out.
bags on my way here today to Lions Auto.
Yeah.
Because
And it's right there on right
teachers
Newburgh
drink
Ave.
water bottles, and they always bring the water bottle bags to my room, and we go to Lions Auto. Beautiful.
And you saw the state of Connecticut just doubled the fee on that, right?
What are we getting now?
It's now 10 cents, yeah. It's 10
Really?
cents, yeah. General.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to go see Chet on what is it called, Oakwood, you can go see Lions Auto. Amy
Or
and
stand in
Chip
line at Stop
and
and Shop,
Kevin.
right?
Yeah, they're amazing people up at Lions Auto. But Chet, it was great. So yeah, we started off doing can drives. Then we've had Stanley from The Office, Leslie David Baker, signing autographs. We raised $10,000. So it's all about progress. We went from $200 can drives to $10,000 autographs to a meet and mingle, which raised $13,000. That was our last event, to a Wolfpack game, which I think we got $10 a ticket. We sold 50 tickets. That's 500, and then
Good
we
math.
sold some swag.
You should
Hey,
teach.
you see that right there? 3rd grade. I didn't even carry the 1. I could have drew a raise in equal
You
groups.
have to do
but
Common Core math, however that way, as long as it's close. What is Common Core? Do you get involved in that, or
do I get involved in
are
it?
you,
I teach
well,
it every
know,
day.
But do you want to get into what you think of it, or are you allowed to?
Do you know why you carry the 1? Remember when your teacher said, "Hey, carry the 1"?
Right.
Why did you do that?
Well, because mentally, so you don't forget it, right? You see,
But what is that 1?
that 1 is the 2 numbers that are added below.
Yeah, all right, but it's actually a 10. So
So
conceptually,
you put the 3 and you add the 10, right?
like you're carrying that 1, but you're carrying that 1 from the 1s column to the 10s. It's actually a 10. So I don't know if that's helping. I haven't yet to see, but that kind of switched gears because I was a hater, Common Core hater. But then the carrying the 1 kind of got, because for years I carried the 1. I didn't know why. I'm just carrying the 1 because that number was too big to put it down below. So that 1 had to go on top of the next column. But it's actually a 10.
Well, but you do it because 6 and 7 is not 3, it's 13. So you got to carry that 10 over and add it to the next column.
Yeah, but then we draw pictures of it. We do visual representation. We do so that one instance is Common Core. All right, so hold on. We're at Gastro Park. We're eating. We have wonderful cake from Elmwood Bakery. Do you have a favorite restaurant?
Oh, man. Yeah, I do. There are quite a few, right? I mean,
Yeah. Doesn't have to be in West
so
Hartford.
here's what I'll
anywhere
tell you. The first restaurant, the restaurants I'll go to, I am much more of a locally owned restaurant person. So I can even tell you during COVID, I never went to a chain restaurant. I supported any restaurant that was open. So it's like, Decker, what's your favorite Mexican restaurant? Well, I'm going to go to Bar Taco or Sayulita. I don't know if you've ever been to Sayulita in Glastonbury, but it's awesome. Good
All right.
margaritas.
Got to try that.
Yeah, really, really good. If you say, what's your favorite steak place, right? I'm going to a local place. I'm not going. I don't want to say names of places I won't go, but I'm going to the more locally owned places,
Yeah.
right? Probably if I wanted to just have a nice getaway meal. I don't know if you've been to Regula. It's really good in West Hartford Center, which is kind of different. But again, I like more smaller, quaint places.
Yep.
More than I love Max. I work in Glastonbury, so I eat at Max Fish a lot. There. I pick up breakfast. I don't know how many times a week at Goldberg's Bagels for my kids.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
You get the jalapeno bagel, bacon,
No,
egg,
I
and
actually
cheese
get the
with the
multi
hash
bagel.
brown
I mean,
inside.
I'm fitness, right? So
True.
So here's my bagel. So my son, who is 17, 215, 6'5", He has like the cinnamon sugar bagel, double egg, bacon, and cheddar, right? Me, 56 today, I'm getting the multigrain bagel, double egg, and tomato. No cheese, no bacon, about as healthy as anything you can get there. And that's about it. So no.
I gotta try that multigrain with tomato.
Tomato, egg, double egg, because, again, like it seems like to me, I want the protein, I need the extra, protein.
Yep.
And so I want the protein, so I get double egg and tomato with a multigrain.
Whenever I go to Elmwood, I get the double egg. Anyway, actually,
I'm
Goldberg
going to go
too.
there tomorrow. I'm going to use this.
Try the Elmwood.
I can't wait.
And then I don't know how healthy, you're probably not going to do this, but they put the hash brown inside
I've seen it,
the burger. So I do the bacon, jalapeno cheddar bagel at Goldberg's, phenomenal. Bacon, egg, and cheese, bacon well done, with the hash brown.
This is why you had back problems. Going to play for 2 weeks, right?
Dude.
How's that core, by the way?
Thank you for that. I've been doing planks and core exercises ever since then.
What was it, 3 years ago? I got you going to Whip right down the road
Whip.
with me, right? Remember,
that was my great season too.
So this is a good thing for the viewers, right? A couple years ago, we're playing against you, and you're like, Decker, what has gotten into you, man? You're crazy, right? And I was about as fit as I've been. So I was 53 then, and best I was playing. That's when I got the MVP season at 53. And you're like, what has gotten into you? I was like, man, dude, I've been doing cross train and Whip every day, and you started going with me, right?
Yeah.
What was the difference in your game?
I loved it.
It was awesome, right?
Your muscle fibers snap quicker. Like just the other day, my back was hurting. Like I want to go do something, but it's like your brain to register. But if you work out, it just.
Do you remember when I texted you when you told me you're out with your back?
Core.
I said we got you back in core work, right?
Yep. And I have been doing core ever since. And so I had a decent game last week. Better, but core is very important.
Yeah.
I was trying to do like kettlebell workouts, swings, squats. You got to focus core first, then build into the squatting and the kettlebell swinging and the snatching kettlebells.
You see people snatch and like do the kettlebell swings without like the core, or have never done anything before. Like they want to go pick up like the heavy one first.
Yeah,
Either they think they can do it or they don't want to look bad. That's where you say
Yeah, you got to focus here and then work your way out instead of.
Yeah.
So I think that the kettlebell was hurting the back and just not having a core, but now I feel. Look at that. You can feel the abs, boy.
Let the record show he's pounding.
Right there. Friends
are
us, baby.
What about you, Nicole? Where do you go eat? What do you like to do? Where do you like to eat?
So we hit the circuit. We like to hit arugula for, we.
Oh, so you go there too? Okay.
And then we'll.
Mike, he serves you?
Yep.
All tattooed up.
Yeah. Big guy, bald dude. Then we'll go around to Treva or Avere, then Zahara, get Harvest.
So, okay.
The tuna tartar chips. Then we get like a
you're
drink and
upscale.
an app.
You're upscale.
We drink an app everywhere.
See, I'm down like in the blue collar. You're eating Treva, Vert, Harvest.
Yeah.
No, I'm all like the more local things. Tapas. They used to have one right down the street, which I hated when they closed.
Oh yeah.
But they have a takeout in Glastonbury, so I'll pick up there a lot on my drive home sometimes.
Nice. All right, so you're at Arugula. There's a follow-up question. You can eat with 4 guests, dead or alive.
Oh.
Who are you eating with? And who are you eating with? 4 guests.
All right. So, like most questions, you can qualify these, right? Is this like guys not out having drinks, or this is like, hey, for just like, let's go have a nice dinner for conversation, right?
That's true.
So, I'm going to leave my friends and brother out of this, right? We can drink beer anywhere, right? So, if I had to have 4, my idol growing up, someone I've quoted before, someone I thought was great for this country was Ronald Reagan. I would want him there, So I'm probably gonna have 2 dead, 2 dead, 2 alive, 5 total, or 4 total.
You and 4.
Me and 4. So Ronald Reagan, and then probably Abe Lincoln with him.
Yep.
Just 2 people I think made a huge difference for this country forever going forward, right? And so, in just a historical standpoint, what they went through, what they could teach us, I think those 2 would be amazing. Probably more controversial today than it would have been a year ago, but someone like Elon Musk, just to insert someone him like that would be kind of a funny conversation. He's so brilliant. I mean, when you say, you need to bring on a rocket scientist, he is a rocket scientist, right? I mean, he's a brilliant dude, but he's down to earth, and I think it'd be kind of, and he'd ask questions I probably wouldn't even think of, right, to ask those 2 and kind of learn more about it. And who else would be the 4th? If I got one more table slot available, it's like a coveted seat, right? You can only allocate.
Elon, Abe.
Elon. I'm trying to think.
I said Abe.
You say Abe?
A lot.
Yeah.
And then I jacked up Emancipation Proclamation the other day, and I was like, but I got caught off guard. But that's a tough word to say.
Emancipation.
Yeah,
Did I say it
proclamation.
correctly? Proclamation, emancipation,
Put 'em-
proclamation,
yeah.
emancipation, proclamation, emancipation,
Yeah, say that a few times
You can have 3
fast.
more drinks. So, I still got to think of a fourth one. Caught me off guard with that. Gotta be a couple other good people I would really think of. Someone that I want to involve. I want to be any politician, I can tell you that. I already got 2 past presidents.
Ronald.
Sports figure. It would be someone that really could provide more insight into conversation about things in the world or something like that, I think. Someone that would expand the conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what actually be I think would be good at that? Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan would actually be really good at that because I've listened to several of his podcasts. The guy's knowledgeable and he lets people talk, but he's not afraid to call them out. And I think he would actually draw a conversation out of that. That'd be a good group, I think.
Yeah.
I'd invite you too.
Yeah.
Can I invite you?
I want to go for.
Has anyone ever invited you? Can you be one of the 4?
No. I don't think I've ever been one of the 4
all right.
dinner guests.
All right, give me a fifth. Hey, Kyle, pull up an extra chair. I got a friend coming in.
Yeah. Joe Rogan. Maybe we could get Joe Rogan on Feeney Talks with Friends.
That'd be a
Or
good
maybe I
idea.
should go to Austin. How do I write him and get on his show?
On Twitter. He's on Twitter all the
Let's
time.
do that.
Right?
Let's
Let's
say that.
we'll tweet at him and have him listen to our podcast.
right, well,
see if he'll come on.
What minute is this? Let's. So,
You-
Joe
you got a
Rogan.
time clock? What time's your girls' game start?
Yeah, Joe Rogan. So I run.
How's that for? It's not. That'd be interesting for you. Pull up a chair up to that table.
Oh,
Right?
of course. Abe, Ronald,
Ronnie,
me, and Joe.
and Elon.
And Elon.
So you or Elon? I guess I'd kick Elon out for you.
I know.
Well, at least intelligence level stays the same.
Yeah, right. That dude's smart. Elon.
Where's our barkeep?
Joe Rogan.
Do we have a barkeep? Someone in?
Kyle.
What's his name?
Kyle. No, right there. They're ready to go, if you don't mind. All right, we did the dice game.
So this
we
is
did
like
the
gonna be
birthday
a-
cake. John Henry Decker.
John Henry Decker. Correct.
Are you named after the John Henry, like the poem?
Steel driving man?
Yes.
No, they didn't. Oh, they served him up already. See this.
Good job. Kyle.
Yeah, right. Dude, you didn't even get that fast. Happy birthday.
Birthday.
Thank you, sir.
I gotta
No,
mix.
I was actually named after both my grandparents, my grandfathers. One died right before I was born, and they wanted to put the 2 names together between John and Henry. And my dad's grandfather, great-grandfather, my dad's grandfather might have been my great-grandfather was Henry. He died right before I was born, so I never got to see him, or he never got to hold me. And so my dad really wanted it. My mom's father's name was John. And they said, we're going John Henry. So I don't even have a middle name. My birth certificate actually says John Henry, first name. There's no middle name. Last name
okay.
Decker, yeah.
That's cool.
043-784.
Let's
Give out all my personals.
Yeah. Social security number. What's your email and password? Say that out loud, please. All right. So we talked about financial advisor at RBC. So we'll get rid of that one. Oh, branch director at RBC. Did we touch on that?
So I run my office. So I'm a branch director there. I've got 14 other advisors in my branch. About 24 people total in the office. But I'm a financial planner, and but I was asked when I joined RBC if I had run the branch, and I had never had. In fact, when I ran for U.S. Congress, I had never really had that executive experience, and I thought that would be a good thing to do, is kind of run a branch where we had financials, had a budget, had revenues, and do that. And we've tripled the revenues in the branch over the last 8 years since I've been there.
Tripled.
Yeah. I mean, we've grown and added people, but yeah,
Wait.
we've done really well.
And then you got vice president.
Yeah.
RBC. So we
Senior
had-
vice president now.
Come on.
Yeah.
Is that
true,
better?
True story, I guess.
Facts.
It doesn't make me better.
Hashtag facts.
Yeah, all true.
All right. So you touched on that. Let's talk about that. Congress.
Oh,
2012.
going there, huh?
I remember having that conversation after a draft. I
Yeah.
was really amazed. Gary Dinowitz's house. We were
Yep.
walking out together, and you're like, "I'm running for Congress."
Yeah, probably before I announced. That's right.
John Larson.
And
I was very
He's been our
impressed.
congressman for since 1998. Yeah, since
You said
1998.
it still. I've heard you say it, and then I read it in print the other day. It was like one of the best learning experiences of your life.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I don't know where you read that, but you definitely did some research on me. So
yeah,
thank
you know,
But,
Google stalk.
Really? Interesting. Wow. I will say that is by far the best experience I've ever had in my life. I think anytime you put yourself in a position where a lot of people expect you to fail, or like, why are you doing this? And you always have your own expectations. And when you go out and exceed not only theirs, but your own, it's pretty powerful movement, because what I really realized is that I'm a better person than I ever knew, that I was capable of doing things I never thought I could do. I remember when I went out, I had never run for political office. You can ask any of my third grade teachers, any of my teachers in history, not a single one would ever say I want to be a politician. And but I just started getting fed up. I got fed up with Washington on both sides. The spending, the waste, all this stuff goes on in Washington. And you and I pay 6.2% of every paycheck into Social Security, and we're told it may not be there. And just everything goes on in Washington. And I started speaking up. And more people said, you need to run. I'm like, what do you mean? I said, I don't want to run for Congress. Like, no, we need people like you. And I think because going back to like being what makes you a successful planner, I listen, I can communicate. People's like, no, we need someone like you that can do those things and someone that can represent us. And I was actually offered the opportunity to run. I turned it down initially. And I just remember when I said no, I walked out. And I was really down on myself. And I started thinking about it. So as I thought about the reflection to myself, what I realized was, it's the first time I didn't believe in myself enough that if I could make a difference, I didn't want to do it. I didn't think I would be good enough to do it. And I've never been someone that just sits back and complains about things. If I think I can do something better than someone, if I think I can add value or make a difference in the community or volunteer, I'll do it. So it really sat on me and weighed on me. And so I went back 2 months later. I said, you know what, I want to do it. And they're like, really? I said, yeah. And everyone was stunned. They're like, you're going to do this. And I went against a guy in the primary who was a presumed nominee. He was active in the state, kind of the state party. He'd been on town council, had been on board of ed. And I beat him at the convention overwhelmingly. And I beat him so well that he actually endorsed me and said, I'm not going to primary you. So I went out there. And next thing I know, I'm being interviewed. I'm meeting with the editorial board of the Hartford Courant. I'm going in front of the AFL-CIO and talking to them. And everyone. And everywhere I went, people were like, oh my gosh, that's like one of the best speeches I heard. Oh my gosh, you've got my vote. And it was amazing. And I'll never forget when I went to the convention and there's 2,000 people out there in front of the media. And I gave a speech in my breakout, which was the 1st Congressional District. And I actually quoted Ronald Reagan in the next speech. And when I did, the state chairman was there. He's like, Decker, he goes, that speech was one of the best speeches I ever heard. I need you to address the entire convention tonight and give that same speech. I'm like, seriously? He goes, yeah. So I remember, and I walked out, and here I am at the convention center in downtown Hartford, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, here I go. And I took that first step, and I told myself, I'm like, all right, Decker, you're either going to fail miserably, or you're going to exceed every single expectation. And I went out there, and I crushed that speech, and people still come up like, you need to run again. And we had a great campaign, and by the end of it, we had so much momentum, but it's a tough district. We didn't have enough money, but it was a really good learning experience about myself.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty neat when you challenge yourself. And I think that's where growth occurs for anyone.
Yeah.
Push yourself. See what you're capable of doing. Put yourself in a position where you may fail, but don't let yourself.
What's this guy's name? Do something that sucks every day or something that's really hard.
Yeah.
Challenge yourself.
Yeah, do something hard. That's right.
Stephen Goggins, I think, is a Joe Rogan podcast guest. He ran like 100 miles. He worked out. He's amazing. Just do something really hard every day. I like public speaking and doing storytelling, but sometimes that first step, yeah. And then you go out there again. You're like, listen, rip the Band-Aid. I'm either gonna bomb,
right,
or be great. Like, just try it.
So my daughter Audrey's at college, University of Oklahoma, second semester junior year, and she had electives, and I said, take public speaking. And she's like, Dad, I hate it. I said, I know, take it. And she didn't want to do it. So just this week on Wednesday, she had to give, today's Wednesday, it was yesterday, she had to give her first speech. And I had to help her with the outline. and it was about herself. It was like, tell us about yourself. And I was like, Audrey, this is the easiest speech ever. Just tell them who you are. Tell them what made, she said, what do I tell them? You're a good person, that you're best when you're challenged, that, you're not afraid to take a chance when you believe in yourself. And like making her think this. And she's like, oh my gosh, I did those things. And she gave the speech. And the first thing she did, she texted it to me and she's like, thank you, Dad. It's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, you've got it. I tell my kids, if you can learn to speak in public and write correctly, use an ly adverb, right? Write correctly, you're ahead of 99% of the population.
Yeah.
Because people are afraid to speak and they don't know how to write correctly.
I love it. All right, we're doing one sentence on the rest of these guys.
All right, let's do it.
Board of directors, Business for Downtown Hartford.
So like you, involved in the community, Business for Downtown Hartford is a local organization that tried to promote downtown Hartford for business. We tried to beautify Hartford and do simple things to make Hartford a better place.
Love it. Birthday boy.
Me, today? I don't know what's that mean? That's me, 56 today.
56.
What's
Wow, it's his
birthday boy?
birthday. Did you catch that?
Do we have a cake? Yeah, no, that was a cue card for him, not me, right?
Birthday boy. Cake, balloons. KO dad.
KO dad, yeah. My kids go to KO. We're fortunate my son tested in and did really well, and it's been a great experience for them.
MVP of JCC.
Oh, you got to talk about that, huh? Let's go. That's you. You saw me out there.
2018,
Yeah.
2019. This guy was a monster.
I'll tell you what, that was obviously one of my best years being MVP. But again, I'm 53. I think I averaged about 17, 18 points and maybe 20 rebounds a game, and about 7 blocks a game.
Yeah.
But that's when I was doing whip with you, and I was
Oh.
I was in shape. It was a good year.
Boomer Sooner.
Yeah, boom.
1985, 1990.
Yeah, as a freshman, I was invited as a preferred. I invited to walk on to the University of Oklahoma. Growing up in Washington, D.C., Barry Switzer sends me a letter, and I had a chance to go out there. And it was, again, I didn't make the team, but I loved it out there. It was the best thing I ever did.
Where's Boomer Sooner from? Oklahoma
Oh, come on, you're a
Sooners.
teacher. Oklahoma, you know the Oklahoma Land Rush, 1907? You know the story of the Land Rush?
I mean, give me a little something.
All
Give me-
right, so
not too much. But go ahead. Boomer Sooner. Why
Oklahoma-
Boomer? Oh, because of the
cannon.
boom? Oh, the boom. Okay.
So
all right.
in 1907, when they opened up the land rush, they fired cannons, and you could run in and state claim to land in Oklahoma in 1907. So that was, they left, those are the boomers that left on the cannon boom. There are some, let's say, entrepreneurial people that left a little early, and they were called Sooners. So they put their boomer Sooner.
Okay. Did not know that.
So we'll see if they ever come after that name, because they left early.
Is it offensive or no?
I don't know if it will be, but
Someday.
they left a little early, right?
Chairman Big Mo.
Chairman Big. Okay, this is actually one of my passions. Riverfront Recapture,
Yep.
Great organization. We have four parks along the Connecticut River. Whole purpose is to increase access to this amazing resource along the Connecticut River. Our largest fundraiser of the year is the Big Mo. It stands for Momentum. We usually try to highlight a place that's under development, being built, somewhere new, emerging place in Hartford. We have our event there, and I was the chairman of that fundraiser for 6 years in a row. Usually raise about $180,000 to $200,000 a year.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a big event. It was a good thing. I'm proud of doing that for Riverfront Recapture.
Treasurer. Greater Hartford JCC.
Yeah, pretty amazing. So this is in 2012, and I'm a candidate for U.S. Congress, and I was very active in my church. I'm a member of Asylum Hill Congregational Church, and I'm the treasurer at Asylum Hill. And I was asked also, oh, you got the next card right there, Treasurer Deacon Asylum Hill. And David Jacobs and Frank Resnick, both really good longtime friends at JCC, pulled me aside and said, hey, Decker, we need your help. Would you like to be the treasurer at the JCC? And I kind of had a funny conversation with him. I said, seriously? I said, I'm the treasurer at ACC. I said, has anyone ever been a treasurer at a church and, the JCC at the same time? But it was a great honor. I mean, they asked me, like, no, would you do it? And I was. So I was the treasurer there.
Very good. Treasurer and deacon.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was on exec, treasurer.
Asylum Hill Congregational Church. Still a part of that?
Yeah. Not as active as I used to be. I used to be really, really active.
And the board of directors of the JCC?
I am, yeah, still on the board.
Still?
Yep, and on the finance committee there.
Are you going to be the new executive director?
No. You know Annie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She left.
Yeah, she just moved. She got a
Did
kind
you
of
go to
a
the party?
promotion. She went, no, I was out of town. Went to Vegas with my dad for his 82nd birthday.
Partying with dad at Vegas.
82 in Vegas, right?
82. Is that the estate and business
Planning Council of Hartford. So this is an organization of professionals. You have to be, they're like a certified financial planner, a CPA, an estate attorney, basically a professional. Just Greater Hartford. It's a networking group, really. I was actually served as president last term. Just a really good organization, a lot of good people in that.
And then you talked on this as part of the Big Mo,
Yeah,
right?
part of the Big Mo. Look at that. You reduced my life to flashcards.
Right. Let's do it. Flashcards. Boom.
But you'd ask me like things like, what about your kids? What about, no, all good.
What about your kids? You got a lot of them.
Easy. No, 3. Audrey, Jack, and Meredith.
Playing zone defense at home, not man-to-man.
Yeah, that's a big one when you do that, right? You only have 2?
I have 2.
Twins.
Man-to-man.
Yeah.
Same time. They're brushing their teeth. They're going to bed. They're doing the same thing. Well,
Like when you had 2,
kids
it was
growing
always
up.
like, as soon as you get one done, like your responsibilities are done, you're free for the night, right? You can go work out, you can read, you can watch TV, a game, whatever.
Yep.
With like when you go to that zone, you got 2, it's like you tell them to get one in bed, and they want to try and ride. No, let's go.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
It does change things.
All right. Any questions for me?
No, this has been great.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Conversational. Threw some questions back at you.
That was smart. 3 keys.
Yeah, 3 keys.
Any recommendations
For the show or for you?
for anything?
For
so
you
I'm gonna
personally,
I'll
you got to work on your core.
Yes. I do.
Here we are eating cake and drinks, and I'm telling you to
Right.
work on your core.
I started off planking like as soon as you said it, 30 seconds. Now I'm
Yeah.
up to a minute. I just hit 2 minutes the other day. 2 minutes. A plank does wonders.
That's awesome. All right, I have a question. Have you thought about where you can take this?
Yeah. Part of me, do we go full time with this? Because right now
Really?
we're
Wow.
volunteer based. This is part time. I'm a dad. I'm a teacher. I'm a husband. We have Marty Keena, retired teacher. We have Jen, occupational
Marty. I know
therapist.
Marty, I think.
Yeah, Marty.
Yeah.
Matt Heller is. We have a great board right now, so we're really making moves, and all thanks to momentum and help from our board. We have wonderful volunteers, Dave and Kelly. So who knows? We're just continuing to help as many people as we can. We are reached out to do another golf tournament. So maybe have 2 next year. But I'm at the point where if someone asks me to come speak, I won't say no. I've spoken at the Rotary Club. No, actually, that's coming up in March. The Rotary Club. I did the Exchange Club, Lions Club, Team-Based Center from the Bridge Family Center. Again, it's my passion. If I get up there and talk, I don't have to remember anything. I just talk from my
Maybe
heart.
we'll get you in front of the State Business Planning Council.
Ooh, let's do that. That'd be great.
Got a lot of donations.
I
here.
would love that.
So
Yep.
Tell people how they can give to you.
So
You ever thought about running for like state rep or anything? Making a
Possibly.
difference here, like in the state.
possibly, yeah. That's another
Politics
option.
is ugly though, but you'd be
Politics.
great. We need real people. The state needs real people.
Yeah. So I've been asked that a couple times. Our state rep is coming on, Kate Farrar.
Okay.
The 20th district. She's coming on pretty soon. Maybe like 3 or 4 episodes from now. We'll have a good talk with her. But I would not say no. Say yes is a great way to live. Don't say, I can't do
agree.
it.
That's right.
Like you spoke in front of 2,000 people, Decker.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Without even just, hey, I need you to speak tonight. Just walk out.
Just say yes. Just
But
do
again,
it.
when you believe in yourself, when you believe in what you're doing, it's so much easier.
Yeah.
Right? Confidence is a big thing.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just going to recommend this adventure book. We got a family adventure book. You scratch it off, and whatever the adventure is, you do, and you put a little Polaroid. It's cute. It's fun. We did it. We had to make s'mores with the kids, and then there's one you could do as like with my wife. You scratch it off.
Keep it clean. It's a public
Yeah.
podcast.
You could do like cooking. Like
Nicole's going to hate you hear this. Kyle, edit.
So what we did was.
I never thought things like this were true.
But adventure books are great. And then Rewatchables is a podcast. They watch movies and they talk about them and they score them. Pretty cool. Bill Simmons does it from The Ringer. I listen to The Big, great movie. Carlito's Way, great movie. Dumb and Dumber, great movie. And they rewatch them. So, and then Drink Champs is another podcast. Is rap and stuff. So it's great. So any recommendations? I did a book and a podcast.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
And you recommended Core people.
Core. Body by Feeney.
Body by
Body by
feet.
Feeney. Scary thought right there. No,
All right.
Dumb and Dumber, favorite movie?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Big gulps, huh?
It's
Well,
good just
see you later.
Just when I don't think you do anything dumber. You're completely ridiculous. I think that's why you had me on here.
Yeah. Can't. There's no jobs in this town unless you want to work 40 hours a week. We got no job. Our pets' heads are falling off.
Oh, the most annoying sound in the world.
Yeah. Mock. Yeah. Ing.
Bird.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have done that for the Mockingbird, right? We should call it something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, are those more people? Pick 'em up. Sipping back on Grandpa's old cough medicine, are we? Give me that, you little pumpkin pie haircutted freak. I've seen it a few times.
Got them fired up.
I could go on and on. So I had in college, freshman year of Southern, I had a TV VCR combo. and Dumb and Dumber got stuck.
Oh my gosh! In high school,
So we either could rewind it and play it, rewind it and can play it. That's it. There was a point where I could get it out and put Friday in. Another classic I can quote here and there. Friday.
that's awesome. So in high school, my mom raised a single mom. We didn't have a lot. We had a 1977 Dodge Colt. It was like a highlighter yellow, and all my friends called it the Flame. And it had like just the old little like original AM radio. And my brother and I somehow we got this AM/FM cassette deck with auto reverse, stuck it in there, hammered it in, duct taped it in whatever way we could. My sister had a Linda Ronstadt's Greatest Hits cassette tape. Put it in there, it never came out. My friends would get in the car and like, Decker, this music sucks. To this day, I can tell you every song on that tape, like Silver Threads and Golden Needles, Love is a Rose, Desperado. I mean, it's
See?
like, oh my gosh, it's all we had.
You get stuck.
Yeah. So Dumb and Dumber, that's not a bad one. You had a good one though.
Oh, love it. Love it. Well, great time. I want to thank again. Let's show this cake again.
Yeah.
You going to take this home?
Yeah, I'll
take this
definitely take some home. That'd be
Take
nice.
it home. Take it home.
Take some home to your girls too.
Rich, Caroline, 70 years. Elmwood Pastry, 1136 New Britain Avenue, West Hartford, 860-233-2029. ElmwoodPastryShop.com. They're on Instagram and Facebook. I love these guys. Rich and
Good
Caroline.
breakfast sandwiches.
Breakfast sandwiches are
Oh,
amazing.
I'm going there tomorrow with this. Thank you.
They're-
Thank you, by the way.
Honey dip glazed are amazing. They do a
Come on, remember that core.
no. Oh yeah, I don't eat them, but I do walk my dog pretty much every Saturday. And I saw a parent one time. Their ATM was out, and I'm sitting out. I get a puppuccino for my dog, which is whipped cream in a cup. I'm hanging out. I'm eating my breakfast sandwich, which is I do it on the garlic bread there, garlic roll or onion roll, either or. And it's bacon, egg, and cheese, bacon well done, hash brown, squirt of hot sauce, squirt of ketchup. And I'm hanging out. And you could do Boston cream pie or just regular cream.
This
Just the white cream. Or no, I don't get them. But someone walked in. She's like, I'm from out of town, and every time I'm in town, I'm visiting my grandchildren. I stop and get one, but the ATM's out. I said, lady, how much do you need? $3. I gave her the
Did you buy
$3.
the food or did you give her $3?
I gave her the $3 for the donut.
buy the food.
You can't come all the way here and not get your donut. You're visiting
Right.
your grandchildren. And she's like, it's the best. It's my favorite donut. It's the best donut. I was like, oh, I had to buy her a donut. And funny fact, the next week or 2 weeks later, she was there. She tried to give me my $3 back. And I was like, no.
Oh, that's cool.
It was so cool to be like, hey, remember me? Because guy sitting out with the dog. Again, that's my Saturday morning move. So Saturday morning, you'll see me at Elmwood Bakery.
I'll bring my pups on. Want to hear
Great
my
place.
side story, my scar? My scar about giving money to someone like that? And this is obviously a better scenario. I'm in high school. Had to take the public metro bus to get to school. Took it into DuPont Circle in D.C., all the way out Connecticut Ave down to my home. Really, we didn't have a lot of money. And if I had an extra $1, it was rare. And I remember I got off, I'm a growing boy. There's a McDonald's right in DuPont Circle. I went in, as I'm walking in, there's someone sitting at the entrance, kind of a homeless guy. He's got a sign, please help, hungry. Walk in, I feel bad, I get my burger, I walk out, I see him, I give him my burger, right? And I'm like, here you go. And he takes it, he goes, what's your, expletive, and throws a burger at me and hits me in the chest. I'm caught so off guard, I'm like, no! And it falls to the ground, and DuPont's like, ah! And I was so upset. I told my dad, I was like, Dad, call him up, like home, and he goes, I don't want your burger. He's wanted money so he could buy something. I was like, oh.
Lesson learned.
Yeah.
They don't want the money.
So that's why I said I would buy the food. I was like,
Yeah.
if that person
smart.
was in, I would say, I'll buy it. I'll
No.
buy that for you. And I've done that.
This lady was well-to-do, but the ATM machine was out, so they were only taking cash. But I get you. Yeah, don't. They do that in West Hartford. Don't give them people that are panhandling money. You can give them socks.
Oh, you gave
snacks,
me socks. I'm throwing them back at you too.
Socks, snacks, winter hats, gloves, gift
want your
cards,
socks.
Yeah. Oranges. But,
Oranges? That might hurt if you get hit with an orange.
You could crow hop an orange.
Right.
Well, I had a wonderful chat with you, Decker. You're
Thank
a
you for
wonderful
having me on.
friend.
Thank you.
You've supported Friends of Feeney in the past. You're a great teammate. Happy birthday.
Thank you, bud.
57.
Happy birthday.
This is a first. We
And
had
let's go
cake.
get that championship together. Let's do it.
Listen, are we gonna win? How
We're gonna
confident?
win.
We're gonna win.
I'll tell
We're
you
gonna
what.
win.
When we win, I'm gonna give $500 personally to Friends of Feeney.
Oh,
All right.
I like it.
So you work on your core, and let's
Core.
go get this championship. All right.
Championship. Here's to the championship. Here's to Rabbi last episode. Teammate 64.
You got Chad coming next week, the whole team in rotation.
We're
now?
gonna have Chad Turner come through. This is a wonderful conversation. Great community, great people in West Hartford. Thank you so much to Gastro Park, Tate, episode 19. Thank you, Kyle and Dave at Direct Line Media. Thank you to the Fix IV, Keating Agency Insurance, Golf Law Group, Donut Crazy, Weehaw Roasting and Brewing, West Hartford Lock, all in between.
A lot of good people. A lot
Yep.
of good people helping you.
Let's say be a good friend on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Be a good
friend.